Today I'm going to be doing part 1 of what if Deku had the part 3, what am I talking about? Part 3 of what if Deku had the Moku no Mi. So today I'm using my knife, what did I just say? Today I'm using my mic. So it might sound a little bit loud. Yeah, without further ado, let's go right into this. Oh, and also one thing, it might sound a little weird, I'm just letting you know, I need to get a new mic. Midoriya, I really hope you have a plan, because I have no idea how we're gonna beat guys as strong as Bakugo and Ida. Uraka does the phase. Uraka does the phase. No plan survives contract with the enemy ring. Any bells? What? Oh man, are you saying we have to wing it? No, because there's an exception to every rule, and this one is one of those exceptions. Really? Yep. Bakugo. I have a less than pleasant history, so he's going to attack me from the get-go. This is absolutely certain. After I deal with him, it's just a matter of distracting Ida so we can get the bomb. Phew! Midoriya seems to know what he's doing, so I'll just follow his lead. Of course he knows what he's doing. He's a vigilante. I just follow his lead. It helps that he's kind of cute too. Wait, what? No. Battle Choco. Focus on training. Izuku and Uraraka made their ways into the building. After All Might announced the training starts. The moment the two heroes stepped into the building, Izuku's eyes sharpened as they would on patrol. Uraraka noticed this and silently wondered what could cause such a change. Just as Izuku predicted, Bakugo came charging towards the pair, shouting his favorite word, as he did so, causing Uraraka to scream in fear. Those words, die. What? Bakugo, you're trying to become a hero. If you rush up to every villain and tell them to die, bro, cut it out. Unfortunately for Bakugo, Izuku had a superb observational skill, even without Haki. As much as Izuku was able to draw his baton, redirect the blonde's hand so the explosion went off in his face, twist him in the way that took the boy on the ground with his arms pinned, and pinned the boy's throat with his baton, just like how Smoker did to Luffy in the Paramount War. All in one fluid motion, the ruthless efficiency of Izuku's counterattack earned a frightening squeak from Uraraka, and several negative comments from those viewing the battle. Uraraka wrapped him with capture tape. Please, wait. Uraraka, wrap him with capture tape, please. Oh, yeah, right. The girl responded nervously. After capturing Bakugo, thus taking him out of the battle, the two heroes made their way toward Ida. The plan was that Izuku would distract Ida so that Uraraka would be able to get to the bomb, and in doing so secure the victory. Once they approached the bomb room, however, Ida's method acting caused Uraraka to laugh out, alerting him in their presence. Shh! Izuku thought to himself as he moved Uraraka out of the way. Sorry, the position that I'm in is kind of crooked, my neck. As he moved Uraraka out of the way. Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, where was I? As he moved Uraraka out of the way, so he could intercept the speedster's attack. Using armament with his, I'm just gonna say Jude now. Using armament with his baton, Izuku was able to send Ida a good distance away from the bomb. Get going. I can deal with it. Yeah, I'm just gonna move away from my mic. Because it's kind of crooking my neck. And I'm gonna have to move, like, entirely. That actually kind of hurts. Dang it. Oh my gosh. All that's left is for you to do your part. Right. Ida saw Uraraka make a mad dash towards the bomb and immediately moved to intercept her. Izuku, however, stopped him by throwing his hockey-converted baton straight to his knee, causing the speedster to lose control of earning more negative comments from the students. Izuku retrieved his weapon just as Uraraka captured the bomb, earning them the victory. All right, class. Can someone tell me who the MVP of the match was? Yajirozu was the one who answered. The MVP was not Uraraka. Why? Bakugo was so focused on Midoriya. She didn't do anything except for touch the dang bomb and do the capture tape when Izuku told her to. Was so focused on Midoriya, Ida's acting distracted him. And what about what Uraraka did? And Midoriya himself was unnecessarily... Oh my gosh. He's the one who won the match. Why am I getting mad? Unnecessarily ruthless. Uraraka maintained the role of a hero and accomplished her goal. That is incorrect. The class was quite surprised at the answer. You see, you're correct about young Bakugo and young Ida. However, you were incorrect about young Midoriya and young Uraraka. When young Bakugo rushed in to attack young Uraraka froze, long enough for her to be incapable of defending herself. Thanks, All Might. Young Bakugo attacked. It is also easy to say that young Bakugo and young Midoriya have some form of bad blood between each other. While the young Bakugo intended to solve the issue by duking it out, Midoriya set aside his negative feelings and dealt with the scenario efficiently. As for the case with young Ida, young Uraraka was unable to keep her composure, which alerted young Ida to their presence. Once again, young Midoriya acted efficiently and was able to shield his partner, not once but twice, which gave them the victory. Thus, the MVP is young Midoriya. I got to agree with Yajirozu in saying Midoriya acted too ruthless to be a hero. Ribbit. Tsuyu responded. Izuku made his own response before All Might could say anything. My methods are my own. I just so happen to choose efficiency over glamorous and idealized methods that most heroes choose. It isn't my problem if you guys don't like it. You didn't have to be You didn't have to be that much of a ICK, though, dude, said Kaminari. Shut up, dude. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend you by taking the exercise seriously. Like I give a dang. If it gets the job done the most efficient way possible with the tools in my disposal, then that's the way I'm going to do it. Now, students, there's no agreement on pros and cons in Midoriya's methods are which. Okay. Now, young students, there is no need to argue. While some of you and even some pros would disagree with young Midoriya's methods, that does not make him any less heroic. Why, Yahumu teacher Aizawa is much the same way.
He doesn't care for media attention and works for the same efficiency that Midoriya prefers. All Might's statement effectively silenced everyone. While several of the students still disagreed with Midoriya's ruthless effic- I'm doing this on my iPad. With Midoriya's ruthless efficiency, they could openly speak out about it with essentially accuse without essentially accusing their homeroom teacher not being heroic. Did I even read that right? Well, it sounded good. With no more criticism, Izuku had no reason to defend himself. Thus, he whatever down as well. The rest of the battles went on uneventfully, except for the one involving Shoto Todoroki. He must be like Izuku, went for efficiency. The only difference being he used his powerful quirk rather than those quarter skills. This resulted in him getting praise for his quirk, which Izuku more than a little irritation. Todoroki seemed to notice this as he decided to approach Izuku after class. Midoriya, hmm? You need something, Todoroki? For what it's worth, I don't have a problem with your methods. I know, I really sound like I'm really trying to I'm not trying to sound like Todoroki, I'm trying to sound like Gara. Um I figured as much, seeing as you weren't talking. I actually agreed with your efficiency. Efficiency is what should matter the most. Yeah, I know. I misjudged you, Todoroki. How so? Okay, that's more closer to Todoroki voice. How so? No, not really. After your little display in class, all the praise you got for your quirk, I assumed that you'd be more soft-spoken version of Bakugo. I'm glad to see I'm wrong. I'm glad you're I'm glad you're wrong about me too. Bakugo is not someone I'd want to be like. Todoroki, no one should want to be like Bakugo. The students shared a small chuckle before Izuku continued leaving again. I'll see you around, Todoroki. Maybe we can hang sometime. Hang? You know, hang out, chill, have some fun doing stuff. Oh my gosh, that sounds so wrong. You want you want to hang out with me? Yep. Yep. We efficient. We efficient folk gotta stick together, you know? Yeah, yeah. We efficient folk gotta stick together, you know what I mean? Could? That was horrible. I was trying to sound like Cash Nasty. I like that sometime. Todoroki said with an almost unnoticeable smile. Sounds good. I'll see you around, dude. Yeah, see ya. As Izuku was making his way home, a familiar voice caused him to turn around. It's good to see you're making friends. Okay, it's good to see you're making friends, especially seeing how many less than pleasant things I heard about your battle training. Spectacular. More criticism about my methods. Just what I need. Midnight. Just what I needed. Who said anything about criticism? If you want my opinion, they're just jealous of the gap between you and them. Well then, Miss People Reader, why did they praise Todoroki for being just as ruthless? I have my own answer, but I'm curious about yours. Because they understand the gap between themselves and Todoroki. He has a powerful quirk. It's understandable, and they can accept it. What they can't accept is how you manage to be more skilled than than them. Bingo. Bingo. So, I know I said 7, but as I happen to run into you, what do you think about starting our date early? I have no complaints, but you should be a bit more careful about the things you say in public. A certain grape might have overheard, and his reaction may not. not send me into a relapse to dish out some good old fashioned vigilante justice. Yeesh, tell me about it. I could feel his eyes on me for the entire class. He tried peeping into the girls' locker room too. Now, I'm not the one to talk, but he really should tone it down a little. He needs to drop he needs to be dropped from the hero course is what needs to happen. Ha 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 ha. Certainly wouldn't complain. The pair continued the pair continued talking until they got to Midnight's apartment. She went to go change, and Izuku opened the window. Oh my gosh! Opened the window and lit a cigarette. The R-rated hero was quite surprised when she stepped out and saw her 15-year-old student slash lover interest. Oh my gosh! Slash lover interest smoking. You smoke? You don't. Wait, what? You smoke? You don't. I never said that. Nurmiri said uh, as she plucked the cigarette from Izuku's opened pack. She then lit her smoke with Izuku and plopped on the couch, dragging the younger boy with her. What? I thought you were going on a date. I was just surprised that my incredibly attractive and well-muscled student did. My name is Smoker. What did you expect? Touche. The pair watched some TV while making small talk for a while before the older woman decided to try and figure out what set her new boyfriend on his vigilance path. Izuku, Numeri said, which immediately caught the boy's attention, seeing as it was the first time she said his given name. Yeah. When we first met, you said okay. When we first met, you said the tragedy was 15% better. I don't care. Oh dang, that thing went down quick. Okay, when we first met, you said the tragedy that set up on your path of vigilance. What happened? Let I decide before answering. Do you remember? About 6 years back, two gigantic quirk types were fighting. They crushed an apartment complex in their battle. An an apartment complex where I lived with my mom. I made it out fine, but my mom was caught under a lot of rubble. I called out for anyone to come save her, but I was ignored. The heroes, the police, the ones who are supposed to help people, whose jobs it is to save people, turned a blind eye and ignored me. So, color me surprised when when a vigilante, a criminal who helps me get the rubble off my mother. It was too late though. My mom was dying, and her last request was for me was for her last request was for that vigilante to raise me, and he did. Nemuri, whatever her name is, immediately wrapped her boyfriend into a tight hug. I'm so sorry, she whispered. It's fine. It was 6 years ago. And besides, not everyone can be saved. Unfortunately, I had to learn that the hard way, but it's a necessary lesson. No, it's not okay. You're just a kid. You shouldn't have learned that lesson, especially not that early in life. Actually, in the real world, I think we learned that in probably second or third grade. So, yeah. Not that early in life. Hey, can't argue with you there. Izuku put his hand on her cheek and looked her straight in the eye, and then said, "Listen, Numari, I appreciate how concerned you are and how upset you are really. But life is cruel. Life is cruel, and I was dealt the bad hand. I was devastated and I mourned. But the vigilante who saved me taught me that my mom would want me to move forward. So that's what I'm doing. And I'm glad that you decided that it was worth it to move forward with me. It was just the last phrase that caught Numuri's built up tears to fall. It was a little ironic. Izuku's comforting someone who was crying due to his tragedy and not the other way around. Facts. And not the other way around. The other woman stopped crying after a few minutes and started profusely apologizing for bringing down the mood on their date. Izuku reassured her that it was fine and that it was nice to talk about it. After their date was after after that their date was quite nice. They decided on a lazy dinner with pizza and barbecue wings. Finesse. Probably got that from Domino's. Watched movies for the remainder of the night. Eventually, however, Izuku realized that he didn't have to change clothes and go home. Are you sure you need to go? Oh, then realized that, yeah. Yes, Marie, I'm sure. But couldn't you just go home and come back? There's no point, considering how late it is. But I want to cuddle some more. What? Yeah, they're watching movies. Cuddle some more. Murray pouted. No! Nah! Murray pouted. So, Izuku leaned forward and kissed her. There. That should hold you until the next time I come over. you better pack you better pack a bag, mister. You just earned yourself a weekend with Midnight. And we are gonna kiss and cuddle the entire weekend away. Until watching movies and eating food. That's terrible for us. I said that so dry. Yeah, it's terrible for us. Oh yeah, totally. Because that's all you want to do, Miss R-rated hero. This is the finale too. Since there's no other parts. Izuku said with a sly smirk. You know what they say. Whatever happens, happens. After all, Murray replied with a seductive grin. I look forward to it, Nemu. You're only allowed to call me Nemu. I will not respond to anything else unless the situation calls for it. Sounds good to me. Now, goodbye, for real. See you later, Smokey. After the exchange, Izuku left and went home. Yep, it's almost finished. Yeah. Izuku left and went home. Namuri loved her new nickname, and Izuku was indifferent about his. Izuku chuckled at what Minetta's reaction would be if he saw their last exchange of the night. Just as he got home, he received a text from a certain half and half. Would you be alright with hanging out tomorrow? You don't have to do it if you don't want. Sure, sounds good, dude. You wanna hang out after school, or would you prefer going home and get changed first? Todoroki. Oh, sorry. I'd prefer to get changed first. Does meeting back up in front of school sound good? Yeah, sounds great. I look forward to it. And with that, Izuku had plans to hang out with someone for the first time in a very long time. Very long time. He had no idea what they could do, but he figured it it out in the White Hunter. Okay, is there? Dang it! So this is our main off this way. Like, comment, subscribe, share, tell your friends on your social media platforms. YouTube, we out.